Well, another beautiful day. Yes, gratitude. I tell you what, a question was asked yesterday, and I will touch briefly on it. How do I start yoga? But first of all, I want to say I honor the king. Here at the African kingdom, yes, I honor the king, the villages, all the beautiful priests that just do so much work to help people reach their enlightenment. Yes, the villages. Oyotunji is an African village here in Beaufort, South Carolina. It's been here since the 70s. Yes, since the 70s is when this place has been here. And it started out during the time of what I call the unconsciousness. Yes, unconsciousness. And unconsciousness meaning when you do things to people that you don't like to be done to yourself. Yes. But yes, like I was saying, that was a brief message about the village. Oyotuji, the African village. And I mean unconsciousness, meaning during the time. That time was just something that I cannot even explain. And I think sometimes when you begin to study history and you begin to really practice your spiritual part, you learn how to forgive, not put everybody in the same box. And that's what I've learned on this path. I am heading back to the village, almost there. As you can hear the noises at the background. My yoga practice, how did it start? My yoga started over 10 years ago. It was just based on me just going through life. Experiencing life, should I say. Experiencing life. You know how, for some reason, you were taught that at a certain age, you got to accomplish this, you got to do that, you got to do this. Man, I started out. If I forget Caro, I started out on the fast lane. I thought, like I just had it. And around that 30s, I experienced life. I'm coming, give me 1 minute, I'll be there. Mumbo. Well, I guess this morning I was supposed to get on why I started my yoga part, but I have been called to do some duty, which is what I'm doing right about now. But I will say what led to my yoga practice was me experiencing depression. Sometimes you could experience depression for 10, 12 years without realizing it. And what had happened is when you go through that moment, it doesn't matter what opportunity has been given to you. You are going to throw that opportunity back into their faces. Yes, you are. It doesn't matter what it is. They can give you their wall. They can give you everything. You will throw it back into their face because depression means always finding excuses for things to go wrong. So for me, when I experienced the other side of it to where I lost everything, divorce, and I was just not a fan of numbing myself. Yes. And I mean numbing myself, meaning taking any sort of drugs. And based on all the books that I've read, it talks about yoga and meditation. So I really begin to read a lot. And when you are not doing things at a certain age, your childhood friends leave you behind. They don't talk to you. And I just felt so lonely. I even went through homelessness. And I was just determined to find inner peace and wealth. So I began my yoga practice even harder. I have not slept straight through from the hours of 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. I don't even know what I feel like. Because I'm up by 1:30, 2 o'clock. I begin to practice my yoga because I really wanted that inner peace. That inner peace. I really wanted it. And I practice hard. I think one thing that made me realize I can get that inner peace was first my Ifa background and me training my body to run 100 miles. Yes, I did. When I run that 100 miles, I was very angry because running 100 miles made me realize how much I have blamed everybody for all the things around me and not take responsibilities. To run 100 miles, I had to watch my son being born. And I was amazed about the strength of a woman. And when I saw the strength of a woman, I began to reevaluate the way I think about my own mother. Truly began to fall in love with my own mom, even though she wasn't around. And I was able to take my brain back to when I was about 4 or 5 years old. And we were in England, and there was a lot of shooting going on, and how my mother just grabbed me and my sister. I think I was about, maybe like 5. She grabbed me and my sister and just run in the bathroom for cover. And I was able to realize how much my mother actually loved me. And I did that through meditation. And that's what I've enhanced my yoga. It's the reason why I practice every day, because I was able to let go of so many things. One of the person that I even got to be true friends with was my father. We become real close. And through yoga, I was able to heal a lot of my depression. It would take you straight 5 years of hard work to heal those type of things. Then I get up and run too. So those things, in combination of it, I was able to begin to re-educate myself, love myself. And when I began to love myself, things were different. And that is a quick story on how my yoga practice started. Yes. I went through that depression, and killing yourself in the Yoruba culture just doesn't make no sense, because you were being told that suicide means nobody comes to your funeral. So being taught, shall I say, being the fact that I want people to come to my funeral, I had to sit with that emotion. I wanted to know what was making me have those type of thoughts in my own head. I even went through that stage. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to do no job. I just want to get up and read a book and go for a run. I didn't feel like working. I didn't feel like doing nothing. And it baffled me, because you got to make money. Yes, you got to make money. But I knew something wasn't right with me psychologically, so I sat with that emotion. One of my most humbling days is when I lived in the shelter. That was the lowest that I can get, because when you live in the shelter, there's something to experiencing homelessness that when you really sit with it and deal with it spiritually and be honest, you will get through to it. It is a lot different than many people think. So when I did that, when I experienced that homelessness, that is when I become wealthy. Yes, when I experience homelessness is when I become wealthy, because I truly understand the meaning of faith. But that being said, I gotta go. So I love you to all my people. One love, and I share. That's it. Let me know. I share, Kuko.